Ugh. Let's talk about dreams today.
I hate sleeping. And I know that's a funny thing to come from a teenager, but it's 2017. There's a lot of strange things happening out there in the world. Now look, I know sleep's important for the body, and it's critical to the functioning of your brain and your body, and everything that humans do requires sleep. But it's a terribly unproductive time. If you sleep 7 hours every night, for 7 days a week, and you live to 70 years old, you will be sleeping for over 178,000 hours of your life. That's too much sleep. If we didn't need to sleep, the average person could gain an extra 20 years on their life. We're always trying to find new ways to make ourselves live longer and live healthier. But 20 years! Imagine you got told you would live for 20 years longer than expected. That's insane. Everyone's searching for more time, and so if you don't sleep, you've got 20 more years of your life to do stuff with. Now I know that some people enjoy the process of sleep, and I enjoy being rested and feeling fresh when you wake up in the morning, but imagine in the future if you can take a pill that condenses your 7-hour sleep cycle into a single hour, so you only have to sleep 1 hour each night to get the full benefits of your sleeping. Imagine that! It's actually incredible that we're in 2017 and have these amazing smart tech devices, but yet we are still the same humans that we were a couple thousand years ago. Evolution has done a great job, but it's round about time we start genetically engineering ourselves. With CRISPR and biohacking, these sleep pills are a real good step towards advancing ourselves and the technology of our bodies. No one really knows what happens when we actually go to sleep. Our bodies get repaired and our cells work to repair themselves while we sleep. But the actual process is a lot more complicated. And there are a whole lot of really interesting theories as to what actually happens when we go to sleep. There is a theory, similar to the transporter theory, whereby every time you step into Star Trek's transporter, you die. That every time you get into bed, you die. And a new person wakes up in the morning with the same memories that you fell asleep with, that thinks it's you. How incredible could this be? Your bed could be a death machine. All the more reason to stay up, I think. Now my friend Amer and I live on opposite sides of the planet. He lives in Chicago, I live in South Africa, and so we're always sleeping at different times to each other. And we were talking about dreaming, and how weird it is, and how a weird theory, but it might just be the fact that when we sleep and we dream, we experience brief glimpses into alternate universes. There might be a parallel universe to our own that runs independently by itself and that has an alternate you inside of it. And when you sleep, you catch brief glimpses of that alternate universe and what your life might be like, in that parallel universe. And the simulation theory that Elon Musk has made popular in the past couple of months, whereby we might not even be living in the real world, but rather in a really advanced computer simulation, could also be that when we dream, we catch brief glimpses of what's outside the simulation and what could happen if we awoke from the computer and went out into the real world. It's a lot simpler than just taking a nap. Rapid eye movement is the phase of sleep that you go through when you're in your most deep sleep and when your brain works its hardest to form memories and to sort through the information of the day. And this is the time when you dream. And so this is also quite strange, because when you're dreaming, it's probably the middle of the night and you're in your deep sleep. And then you go through a lighter sleep phase and you wake up. Now what's strange is when you wake up, you feel like you've just been inside of a dream. But that's not the case. That dream happened 2 or 3 hours ago, in the early hours of the morning, and when you wake up at 6 o'clock, that dream occurred over 3 hours ago. But because of the way your brain works, and because of the way your mind doesn't at least function consciously when you're asleep, you feel like you've just had a dream. And so time is kind of warped when you're sleeping, and it gives a whole new sense of confusion to the idea of sleep, life, and dreaming. Because, is this all a dream? Are our minds just playing tricks on us? So those are all the thoughts I have about sleep. I hope that you think about them the next time you try to get into bed, and that you don't sleep as much, because the world needs more productivity. Thanks for watching, and sweet dreams.